Hi everyone, my name is MD Saiful Islam. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a realistic waistband with internal elastic tab. This method works with all type of fabrics like nylon, rayon jersey, double knit jersey, and even leather. I will try to mention every tool and button that I will press during this tutorial. But if I miss something, you can see all the pressed button and mouse action here. I highly recommend you use shortcut because it's speed up the work significantly. I have a short pattern and have already swing the pattern edge and arranged them around the avatar. The waistband is the same length as the top edge of the shorts. If I turn on simulation by pressing spacebar, you will see the waistband is too big. We can fix this by adding an elastic. First, select the waistband outline with the edit pattern tool and right click and make two internal line to make the stitch. Select all the line and go to the property editor. You will see an elastic option. Click on it and simulate. See the result. You can adjust the value of the strength and ratio for the elastic, but it will not look like as real. Now we can apply the method step by step to make it realistic. Let's get started. Preparing the pattern for the elastic tab. The width of the elastic will match the waistband 5 cm. To find the length, draw a circumference line on the avatar. Use the basic circumference measure tool on the 3D window. You have to left click 3 times to get the dimension. The first click on the dashed line. Before the second click, press and hold the shift key to get a 90-degree guide. And then click on the opposite dashed line and the third on the center back. The circumference measurement is around 67 to 80 cm. Now, create the elastic pattern as the measurement we got. In the 2D window, click the rectangle tool or press S and left click, set the height to 5 cm and the width to half of the circumference. Right click side edge, select unfold symmetric editing. Swing the elastic on the shorts and simulate. To place the elastic on the avatar, press Shift plus F to show arrangement point. Select the elastic pattern and move it to the front center point. It will automatically set around the avatar and the seam will be placed at the center back. Swing the elastic to the shorts. Select the segment swing tool or press N in the 2D window. Click one half of the elastic. Hold Shift and click the back and front top edge of the shorts. Make sure the notch are aligned on the same side. Because of the symmetric editing pattern, the swing will automatically be added to both sides. Swing the center back line as well and simulate it to check the result. Looks good. But you will notice the elastic looks too stretchy and not very visible. This is because the particle distance is 20, which is too big for the elastic. To fix this, select the elastic and go to the property editor. In the simulation property, set the particle distance to 5. Now we have to apply a stiff fabric. Go to the object browser and add a new material. Select the new material and go to the bottom of the property editor. Under physical property, choose the trim hardware preset. Expand the details to see the properties. A high stretching value prevent stretching. High bending value make the material stiffer. Apply this material to the elastic. You can see a gap between the elastic and body. To remove it, you need to change the skin offset of the avatar. The avatar has a 3 mm offset by default, which means the distance between the avatar and cloth. Select the avatar and you can see the offset value in the property editor. Change it to 0. Now we need to stick the waistband along the line we draw earlier. Select the attach to measure tool from the 3D toolbar. Click the half of the top edge and click the line. Repeat the same for the other half of the elastic and simulate. Now it is stick to this line and doesn't move, which looks good and easy to work. But a small bump appeared on the top. You can pull the fabric down to flatten them. Don't worry so much about it now, because once we swing the top and inner waistband, it will flatten automatically. It's time to bring the top pattern back. Select and active it with Ctrl J. Then swing it to the elastic with a segment swing tool. Swing top to top, bottom to bottom. Select it in the 3D window and right click, superimpose over. Place it over elastic according to the swing line. Then set a sublayer to avoid a collision. This tool defines which pattern should be located on the top or underneath the other during the simulation. They will not penetrate each other. Select this tool in the 2D pattern window. Select the top pattern, then elastic. In our case, the top pattern will be top of the elastic. Now let's add internal line to make a stitch. Select the top edge on both pattern, right click and offset as the internal line. In this window, you can choose the location of internal line and their quantity. I want to have 2 lines, so I change the number here, and I want to have them at a distance of about 166 cm. Check the reverse direction if your line going to the opposite direction. Click OK and swing those internal lines together and simulate. Particle distance 10 is quite big for the top parts, so you need to decrease it to see a gathering. Select it and change the particle distance to 5 for now. Later we will need to decrease it 1 or 2 to get more realistic wrinkle. Also we should decrease the thickness collision for the pattern. This value indicate how distance should be between pattern to avoid collision. 2.5 mm is quite big for this waistband. This pattern should be located closer to each other. Otherwise, we see a kind of puffy effect. So I feel pretty good with 0.5 mm. Here is the improvement result. Add the inner part to cover the elastic same as the top. I will hide the aperture. Shift plus A. We need to add an inner part here, and I want it to be the same as a top. So select the top part, copy it with Ctrl C, paste it with Ctrl V, and swing all edge and internal line to elastic accordingly. Then select it, right click in the 3D window, superimpose under to locate it under elastic. An important thing is to flip the face for the inner part. You can notice it has a black color. If you don't see it, switch to the texture sharpness mode here. This black color means that we see the wrong color of the fabric at the moment. White is the right side and black is the wrong. If you don't flip it, you will probably get a problem with seam fold angles and texturing. Right click on it, flip normal. Also set a sublayer for this part. Click on the elastic first, then on the inner part and change it plus to minus because we flip normal and simulate. Adjust fold angle a bit. We have 180-degree fold angle on all plane seam by default. You can see it in the property editor. If you select the swing line with edit swing tool, it means that pieces that are swing together are located at 180-degree angle to each other. You can change it as you want. I will decrease it fold angle for this bottom edge seams to 30. Also, I want to flatten the top seam a bit. I will do it only on the top edge of the inner part, 30 as well. One more thing, delete the normal map for the top seam so it look like a fold. Select top seam with edit swing tool, go to the property editor and set the intensity and thickness of the normal map. Set it to 0. Do not delete with this button because it will appear again after restarting the program. Set the value to 0. Now it's almost finished. It is better if we remove this curve line and make it straight. We can detach it from the circumference line. Hide the top and inner part with Shift plus Q. Then select the attach to measure tool. Click 1/2 of the top edge. Press delete. Same as on the other. And bring back the top and inner part with Shift Q and the avatar with Shift A. And now you can move it. If you want to have the top edge a bit closer to the skin, you can add elastic option to the top edge of the elastic. I mentioned this option at the beginning. Select the edge and click elastic on the property editor. Go to the elastic. 100 is an actual unstressed length. You can make it smaller, 95 for example. It's depend on the physical property of your fabric and your knit. In the end, decrease particle distance one more time, this time to 2. And that's pretty much it. I guess I told you everything that I know about Waistband. Hope that it was useful for you. Wish you all the best and see you in the next video. Thank you.